Away from that, businesses operating in predominantly small-scale mining communities are struggling to survive following the ban on galamsey. Entities which were booming at the peak of mining operations have had to fold up or risk collapse. Early this year, government ordered a halt in small-scale and illegal mining in a bid to halt the destruction caused by miners, especially to water bodies. Now, the move is to enable the water bodies and the lands to reclaim themselves. Nana Asensu Mensah has more on this in this report for our JoyNews Agenda this week.
In the Amasia West district of the Ashanti region, mining is virtually the only business on which the local economy thrives. Life in the various communities was very vibrant as new businesses sprung up every now and then. All that has changed for the worse, and many of the towns are being deserted. This microfinance is one of the hardest hit by the effects of the ban on mining. Officials said they are sometimes hardly able to mobilize up to 20 cedis deposit a day. Enoch Boachi is the manager.
People were saving. In a day, you could receive about 10,000 as deposit. You could receive from one customer. You could receive 5,000 from one customer. You could receive down to about 500 Ghana cedis a day from one customer. So, in a day, you could receive about 20,000 thereabout as deposit. Then you could also grant loans to customers. We realized that within that period, repayment was very good, very, very good, because business to them was booming. But recently, you need to run to the court for assistance before you could trace them. Because when you go through, it's not basically their fault. The person was actively working, but nowadays he or she is no more working. Even those working, business is not moving. People are not buying. Those who are selling, people are not buying. So you can go stay with the person for about an hour. You realize that nobody will come there to buy anything, all in the name of this galamsey.
Other financial institutions, including rural and commercial banks, also feel the heat. Patrons of this market at Manson, which used to be bubble with activity sometimes late into the night, now have what they consider unpleasant stories to tell.
The ban on small-scale mining has negatively affected patronage of our goods here in this market. Before then, business was booming, but now there's no money in the system. When I come here, I sit idle and go back home with just a few cedis. I took a loan from the bank to run this business. Patronage has gone down due to the ban. I can't get money even to pay back my loan at the bank. We are struggling here. We want authorities to regularize the small-scale mining so our business can come back to life.
Miners who have been jobless for the past 5 months cannot wait for the 6-month period to elapse so they know their fate. Here is Bismarck Okra, leader of the small-scale miners in Manson Kwanta. I have employed over 250 workers, including graduates. Following government ban on mining, we are in serious financial crisis. There is so much distress, especially among the youth. We side with the authorities to regularize mining. We are ready to pay tax to the government. All we are waiting is for the government to issue us a license to operate. Traditional authorities believe alternative livelihood will bring business back to life. Here is Manson Kwanta and Nana Akrasi Frempong. This community is predominantly cocoa farming and mining. Once the mining is restricted, government must look at alternative sources of livelihood, such as cocoa processing factory, through the One District, One Factory agenda. This way, we can resuscitate our business life, which has been badly affected by the ban on mining activities. District Chief Executive William Bediakwa Sante restates government commitment to job creation through alternative sources of livelihood for residents.
To put in their best so that their livelihood will be sustained, especially with the clampdown on Galamsey. And I can say that it is one of the reasons why today we have been able to do what we did. We have been telling them that they cannot depend on small-scale mining, all their lives.
Nana Sensumensa reporting for Joy News.
And that's our Joy News agenda for today.